NASCAR Cup Series from Kansas. The Super Start Batteries 400. As you see the cars beginning to roll off of pit road. No qualifying means once again. All right, so it's Kevin Harvick in that red number 4 on the inside. Joey Logano, red and yellow. Number 22 on the outside. 2 Ford Mustangs taking the green flag at Kansas. And already you see William Byron in the 24 down below the white line. That's fair here at the 1.5 miles, trying to find any track or maybe apron that he can use.
We talked about we were a little bit of surprise, and that's why right there, Joey Logano, if he could stay even with Kevin, he would have an advantage of momentum down the back straightaway. See if Kevin could fight back on the bottom. Kevin may have just been nervous about the track being dirty. You know, picking that bottom lane was just a little bit safer.
First lap's led by Joey Logano again, and he hasn't won a race, and he hasn't won a stage. This will be the first stage win of 2020 for Kyle Busch if he stays out front here.
Yeah, Rick, if you would have asked me that line in Vegas, if it would have took midsummer to score a playoff point, it would have been a major line the other way. Yeah. Shocking it's taken Kyle Busch this long.
Kyle Busch wins stage 1 at Kansas. Teammate Denny Hamlin finishing a close second. Martin Truex Jr. also out of the Joe Gibbs Racing stable. Third caution of the night has come out. This time it's for Bubba Wallace and the 43. He spun, and he's got a right front tire that is down. Let's take a look at what happened.
Back in the middle of 3 and 4.
He was back in 22nd place, and obviously car not handling well, just got away from him.
As you can see right here through the grass, a little bit on the left front, but
well, we were talking about Clint Boyer earlier and his struggle so far tonight. Look at him trying to find speed and just, oh, wow. Look at how loose that is. You can't say he's not trying. Look at the black marks coming off the rear tires.
Back there in the third groove.
Looks very similar to Bubba Wallace, his incident.
Yeah, following Clint Boyer right in his tracks, you know, just lost the air on the car and around it came. It's like these cars are spinning out really quickly. Once they're getting sideways, it's almost like they can't save it. The right front tire pops there.
I'm not rooting bad luck on anyone, but it is refreshing to see these cars are so tough to, you know, we hear all the time, some people
different.
Coming up on 2 to go. 2 to go in stage 2, and again, the chess game. Blaney trying to be in front of the 2 of Keselowski.
Brad running to the bottom. Going to try to get side by side with him. I think he's going to get there. Can he hold him? Can he get to that quarter panel, side draft him? Will he be able to carry enough speed, staying away from him, getting into 1?
He dives down into turn 3 with the momentum from the side draft. Blaney on the high side. Can Blaney stay there? He's pretty loose. Brad's going to clear.
Good racing right there by teammates.
Yeah. Blaney's car just too loose to hang on to it.
So what we're learning about tires, Steve, in the right situation, 2 can work, but they're not going to last very long.
Yeah, better be a short sprint if you want me to hold on with 2 tires as Blaney now tries to keep it out of the fence. Oh, Denny Hamlin, you talked about how much he struggled. That's a big slide job on Eric Almirola back there.
Sure did. I think Eric's going to battle back here and take that spot back.
Good stage win.
Good stage win for Brad Keselowski. Ryan Blaney was second. Almirola is hanging on for third.
Restarts, you got to be able to run that bottom.
Oh, now goes the 42. Matt Kenseth has slid, and he got into the 43 of Bubba Wallace.
Inside on the grass, coming outside.
Yeah, it's broken the right front suspension on that 43 car for
You're right
Bubba.
up in the back of you.
Sounds like someone feels they got contact from behind. Bubba Wallace nowhere to go right there as the car was spinning.
So it must be Bubba that got hit from behind, because there was no damage to the back of the 42. I'm not seeing much damage to the back of the 43 either.
Let's see what happened. Here comes a replay. '42's out of the gas. Loose. I don't think the 37 touched him. Bubba had nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's times there's just nothing you can do. That was the case for Bubba Wallace right there.
Yeah, that's going to be the night for the 43. It broke the right front suspension on that car. We'll see
I don't know, the 37, he clipped the apron as well, and then when he did, he came up the racetrack just a little bit. Makes me think he did get in the back of the 42, but
Yeah.
Parker.
On that outside line, good pushing. Teammates working together. Gets Denny out front easily. 3 wide behind him. Truex going to the bottom. Oh, there's a big wreck. Huge wreck.
Hard into the wall. Matt DiBenedetto. He gets tagged by Austin Dillon.
Sam. And something with Brooks.
I saw
Copy.
Logano in the back of the, kind of the back of the shot. His car
There
was
he is.
turning
Clear
right,
off, clear
going
off.
to the wall. Wow.
And more bad
Johnson
luck for the
again.
48 of Jimmy Johnson.
I saw what you saw, Jeff. The first car I see wiggle and move out of line is the 22 of Logano, and then they all stack up. You see damage on the right side from the wall, but it looked like something maybe he either had broken or he lost traction, but he wiggles up, and then chaos. Jimmy Johnson just cannot find any points. This is going to have major playoff implications.
Look at this. Matt DiBenedetto climbing out of the car. That's a great scene. He hit the wall hard.
Sure did.
See Joey Logano. He's in the lane, and all of a sudden his car is going to go to the right. Right there. He had to get off the gas. He went right because when he lifted, the 4 got into the back of him, but Joey having a problem. And that started all of this.
Clear, clear, clear. Inside, inside. Inside. Still outside.
And Austin Dillon,
Oh, looks like
he had a good run on the outside, and he just, nothing he could do. Matt with a big hit.
it's almost like
Wow.
a 22 had a left front tire go flat. So looking at that before he hit the fence, the left front looks really low. Handle of Denny Hamlin. But Chase is going to be able to push that Atlanta car back out front. More wrecking.
And around goes the 95 and the 37.
Hard hit.
Hard into the wall.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's awful.
Ryan Preece in the 37.
Fantastic.
That's Ryan talking.
Glad to hear that.
But the winning it down, man, that's good to see.
Yeah.
That was scary. That's one of those wrecks that when you're watching it, or especially if you're Ryan Preece in that car, the angle at which you're approaching that inside wall.
It was a violent crash.
Scary.
Almost upside down. We see the 17. And look at the AMR team right there. And how about that? Frustration to climb out of the car, but still, man, what a hard hit. And glad to see him be able to climb out of that car on his own power. Such a dangerous sport, and we almost lose sight of that until something like that happens.
Let's take a little replay and see just how all this began. There's Ryan's car. Back there behind Tyler Reddick. He goes to the middle of the racetrack. Got a great run going there. Like a 17. Oh, no, ahead of them. The 95 gets in the wall.
Christopher Bell and Ryan Newman. Looked like Ryan Newman got into. Oh, Christopher Bell trying to get up in front of him. Then they make contact.
Oh,
Poor Ryan Preece. We talked about he's had a string of last place finishes, and wow, it's such a Junior and I in this booth, when he was heading to that wall, we were both cringing. Just not. You see Kyle Busch. Just car gets away from him, and it's big impact. That's a right along with him on the bottom of the racetrack, and you can hear him out of the gas.
man. Look at him, so mad at himself.
He's furious. He wasn't having a great night, but a decent night.
Ryan Blaney had gotten in the wall once already, and this is the second time. Looked like he might have had a flat tire getting off in the corner, Parker.
To win the championship. Then he said that his loss at Indy earlier might have been bigger than losing the championship last year. Well, now with 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Denny Hamlin in position to win his 5th race of 2020. The gap still a half a second between first and second. Denny Hamlin's successes this year started off with another Daytona 500 win. He says one of the biggest things he wants to do this year is be able to celebrate with his crew, because he knows that's who's getting him up front, giving him fast cars. They've done it again. He's done it again. Kansas winner, Denny Hamlin.
Gosh, what a dream, man. This race team is such a dream. Congrats, Denny Hamlin. Congrats, everybody. Thank you. You guys, way to go. Awesome.
They needed to bounce back.
Burn it down. They'll get you to start finish.
They've had so much speed this year, but some poor finishes over the last couple of weeks.
These guys work so hard. This schedule has been grueling on these crew members.
Rick, I talked to Chris Gabehart today. He told me with confidence the finishes were not indicative of the cars they've had the last few weeks. He goes, don't worry about where we finished. We had good cars. We had cars that could have won. I wasn't sure. I was like, man, I watched those races. Are you sure? Well, he knew what he was talking about.
Getting pretty good at celebrating. It's Denny Hamlin. This checkered flag moment brought to you by Advance Auto Parts.
Remember a couple years ago, we were thinking Denny might be kind of at the end of his career. Some young drivers come in.
He was winless that year. We were thinking, wait a second, this guy can't find victory lane.
Now he's at the height of his career.
Yeah, this is as good as he's ever been. That's for sure. I think all the pieces are there for him. Going to add a 5th win sticker to the roof of that race car today.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.